In an email from Fort Jackson, I was asked if I could provide additional materials or explanations as to how I talk with soldiers about the moral justification of killing. And really, I always do it through an oral presentation with them that has some back and forth, although I follow a general progression, and I don't have it all written out. So I thought the best way to communicate the ideas would be to sit down here with a video camera and to go through a presentation with all the typical questions and answers that come from it. In principle, I think that the way I explain the morality of killing is by starting with principles that everyone accepts, principles that are embedded in the American Constitution and way of life, really the principles of life and liberty, and go from them, show how those principles are put into practice in civilian cases, in civilian law, in cases of life and death, how our police departments use lethal force in a way that's very consistent with respect for life and liberty. And then using those principles and showing how they apply to war. And so it's really examples from civilian life are used to delineate the principles, and then we show how they apply to war. But the great thing about civilian life and how the police department acts, or how we're allowed to act even in our own self-defense, is people can hold on to those. They have that experience. That all makes sense. Once that makes sense, it's just a matter of applying it to the context of war.